welcome back to another episode of Show Me Your Stack. Today I'm so excited because I will be interviewing the amazing Mike Rizzo from Marketing Ops. I'm so excited to see what's in Mike's tech stack. So let's shuffle up and deal these cards. Welcome to Show Me Your Stack. Today, I'm so excited to be chatting with Mike from Marketing Ops, and I'm excited to have an insight into what Mike's tech stack looks like. So before we jump in and shuffle up, I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
Hey, thank you for inviting me on. I am Mike Rizzo. I'm the CEO and founder of marketingops.com and the MoPros community, which is, you might have guessed, a community for marketing operations professionals. And I'm super excited to share some of my favorite technologies.
Awesome. I love it. All right. Well, let's play a hand of 5-card poker. So let's shuffle up and see what's in your tech stack. We're going to start with your 5th favorite tool, also known as the 5-card draw river card.
I love it. By the way, before I share my tool, I think the timing of this recording is sort of like serendipitously funny. We are actually hosting a virtual game of poker. Facilitated by this company, and so they're while they are a technology, we're actually going to host this thing for our community in 2 weeks as a trial run. So it's kind of funny that we're talking about poker all in the same like time frame.
I love it. We're gonna have to LinkedIn post it, surround bound, like all the things.
Yeah,
so
kind of fun. So anyway, the river card. I hope that I suggest tools that are a little bit maybe different than what might normally come up, but for me it's Vimeo, and honestly it's a tool that I rely upon regularly for exactly the reasons you might expect, like the podcasts that we run, the webinars and all of these kinds of things, the content that we record at our conferences is all hosted there and then streamed onto our website. But the reality is like you can sort of get away with hosting stuff on YouTube, right? And embedding those videos on your site. And there are some other advantages to that. But the purpose-built solutions are super valuable and they have their place. So Vimeo is first up on my list of the 5-card draw.
I love it. A super useful tool. Everyone's familiar with it. I love it. All right, let's move to the 4th card, which is known as the turn card. What tool comes up?
So for me, this one, this is a bit of a toss-up between the 4th and the 3rd card, but and I won't reveal the next card, but I went with Descript. So for those of you who are producing content or are trying to enable your team to be more efficient with churning out clips of content, whether those are webinars or podcasts or what have you, Descript is my secret weapon. Like it is the way, and it's like, why is this your 4th card, Mike? It is honestly like one of the secret sauces that I have to being able to operate as sort of a solo practitioner, and produce and get through the production of a lot of different assets on the audio video side. It just makes it super, super easy to do. I think the reason I put it at the 4th slot is because it's just not for everybody, and our business doesn't entirely depend upon it. It is now sort of just like a nice to have for me. But when we were getting started, it was like my savior solution for a lot of the things we were doing on the production side of content.
I love that you shared this. I did not know about this tool, first and foremost, so thank you. I'm going to take this as a house wins this hand just because of that. Second of all, as you know, I'm starting this podcast and I feel like I'm going to need something like this with the amount of content that Supert is putting out and that we're all individually putting out. I'm like frantically Googling with this. I'm like, oh, this looks like a time saver. So thank you. Massive. I'm going to take this win.
I learned how to do Adobe Premiere a long time ago, and Descript, there's a learning curve to it, but it is much shorter, and you'll be very happy. I wish I still had my affiliate link for you, but I don't.
Dang it. We'll chat after.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move to the flop card. What are you hiding for number 3?
What was I hiding for number 3? This is, for me, it's ClickUp. And so our business does rely very heavily on ClickUp as a project management solution for all the things we have to deliver. I think they've done something quite magical in the everything is everywhere all at once, but that does create a bit of chaos. Just like Salesforce is a really robust solution, ClickUp certainly can be as well. But we really heavily depend on delivering our projects through ClickUp.
I have to agree with you. Their branding's just fun.
Oh,
like
super
all
fun.
the other PM tools, they're like, they kind of all have the same foundation to them. But I love ClickUp's just brightness. It's fun. It's loud. So.
Yeah, and they were all over billboards, which was a really cool strategy that they implemented. I was like, gosh, is that really working? Turns out it really did. So, yeah.
Yep, they're in my backyard of my hometown, too. So,
yeah, there you go.
Got to support the Silicon Slopes brand while we're here.
There you go.
All right, let's move to your second favorite tool, your whole card. You're probably in this tool every day if it's ranking number 2. Possibly. What do you have?
Yeah, this is going to be likely a lesser known thing for the listeners. It is called Seventh Sense. Seventh Sense is a solution that helps you do really intelligent email delivery in either HubSpot or Marketo. And it does some really incredible things with send time optimization and deep analysis on each unique user's behavior on how they interact with your emails. You can now rely on Seventh Sense to send Ashley an email at 9 a.m., but send Mike an email at 6 p.m. because Seventh Sense knows that I like to read my emails at night and you like to read your emails in the morning.
That's cool.
Very, very cool. I don't know why they're not like a multi-billion-dollar company at this point, because every email nerd should just lose their mind with the capabilities that it deploys into your Marketo and HubSpot. And so, yeah, we are in it. We use it to deliver every single email every day from our marketingapps.com database.
That's amazing. I feel like I'm winning again. So the house is definitely up 2-1 at this point. So thank you. All right, let's move to your ace in the hole card. Your absolute number 1 tech stack tool. What is it?
It's, you might expect me to name a CRM or a marketing automation platform. I'm actually going to name a solution that has just like sort of been the most pivotal resource that we could rely on for launching a year 1 conference and all of the content that we do on the workshop side of the community. We host all of that through Excel Events. So the product is called Excel Events, ACCELEVENTS is Excel Events. They were born in the offline space for helping, host and sell tickets and manage, an experience for attendees at a conference. They pivoted for obvious reasons a few years ago to offer more virtual. And we ran our entire Mopsapalooza conference through the Excel Events hybrid platform, right? So we sold tickets, we had virtual booths, we ran the agenda through there. We literally couldn't have done any of that without that solution in place. And so that is my, ace in the hole, so to speak. Funny enough, it's Excel Events. It's almost the word ace.
So Mike, I was so excited to interview you because I came from a marketing background previously I was owning user conferences and events, booking speaker sessions, everything. So you speaking to this, I was like, please have something that I don't know about in this industry that I can talk to all of my friends about that I've been so close with. You know, it's heavy trade show season right now, heavy user conferences coming in the fall. So thank you for sharing that. I'm so excited to dive in and see. And then I'm excited to see how it works for MOPS and what comes out of it and everything. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, of course. My pleasure. We've evaluated a lot of solutions. I will say, you know, many of them are great for all of their different reasons. I just felt that Excel Events was the right partner for us. And I think if you're hosting a conference of any kind, whether that's virtual or in person or both, you have a really good opportunity. Their support is not that you need it that often. So I don't want to make that sound like that's
no,
the case,
but no, when you're in events, like, you need it. Like,
yeah,
I'm with you there. Like,
amazing.
On event site, you try and plan for everything that could happen, A, B, and C, and then all the way to Z. But when you need support, you need support. So having that there, I think, is very important. Yeah. So
yeah,
awesome.
Incredible.
All right, I'm gonna have you recap. I need you to show me your full stat, counting down from 5. Where are we at?
We are at, so we did Vimeo, followed then by Descript, and then we had ClickUp next. My number 4 was email delivery optimization by 7th Sense, and just the 7th Sense product in general. And then my ace in the hole is Excel Events.
Awesome, thank you. All right, let's move on to our segment number 2. We call this the High Rollers Corner. It is our jackpot, up and coming favorite tool. Wish we could be in this like super exclusive club all the time. Maybe it's a random night in Vegas. I don't know. What is your wish list tool?
So my favorite up and coming tool is honestly, like, I think it's Stack Moxie for me. I did work, like full disclosure, I worked there for a little bit. But I think what they're doing in the space, I will tell you what my reaction was before they ever recruited me to join. My reaction as a practitioner running a very complex go-to-market tech stack was, where has this thing been my whole career? And for me, that they've been around a little while, so to call them up and coming is maybe a slight disservice, but they're still young. And what they provide to you to be able to manage, test, and observe whether or not your technology is doing what you expect it to do is such a relief for someone who's trying to herd hundreds and hundreds of tools for a go-to-market team, right? So like your show talks about lots of different tools that are in the market. We've picked about 5 today, and typically there are 90 or more in an organization, right? Trying to herd the cats around, is everything doing what you expect it to do for all the processes that are unique to your business is impossible to stay on top of as a single human. But Stack Moxie lets you do test automation and observability using robots and webhooks to make sure that your technology is doing exactly what it should be doing every single day, all day long. So that's
awesome, especially in this wave where budgets have become tighter, money is so much harder to come by. I think tools like that are so valuable to make sure that you're getting value out of their tools, they are functioning, your teams are using them. That's a really awesome tech stack tool. I'm excited to dive into that, especially being at a startup. That seems like very important that we have something like that.
It's very, very, very helpful. I mean, at a bare minimum, for contextualizing for folks, if you have a process where you're trying to get leads into the hand of your sales team, there better not be a leak in your funnel. And we've all experienced the random email that comes from the CEO or leader in sales. It's like, where are my leads? Stack Moxie is there to help you prevent that from ever happening, and then some. So yeah.
That's awesome. Cool. All right, let's move to the wild card, your wish list tool. You have a VC knocking at your door with the world's best developer. What are you going to build?
I'm going to build a product that helps fill the gap in trying to manage all of your sort of composable tech stack. And so you've got all these tools in the market. You sort of understand how they're connected, but from the perspective of capabilities, you might have duplicate capabilities across lots of different tools inside of your organization. And so I would say we want to go take that and say, here's what you've got in terms of capabilities across the 100 tools that you have in your data set right now, in your tech stack. You could probably divest a few of these, lean in harder on a couple of these, and then as you decide to add on new go-to-market motions or grow your team or enter new markets, let's let you sort of play around with that technology ecosystem and visualize what tools you may or may not want to add to this stack. So that, again, to your point earlier, Ashley, it's about making sure you're maximizing the value of your current technology. So that's actually a very real thing that we really are going to try to
totally
work on. But if someone was knocking at my door today, I was like, yeah, let's do it.
For real, Mike. So you're an IT and C-suite's best friend is the tool you're creating.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
We would like to create this happy connection point between go-to-market, your current technologies, and your chief architect for your go-to-market system. They should be able to sort of visualize and understand the needs of the business in a way that, frankly, today just doesn't exist.
I love that. That's awesome. All right, Mike. I feel like I won here, which the house always wins. So no surprise here, but honestly, you've introduced me to tools in areas that I'm personally passionate about. And so I really appreciate that. And I am excited to share this with our listeners. So
Yep, same. No.
Any parting shots? Any final thoughts?
No, I mean, look, I would be remiss to say I don't really love what Supered is doing. And so I think, I appreciate the whole ecosystem that Supered is a part of. And I think in general, that's something that people should definitely pay attention to as well. But other than that, I hope these tools have been potentially interesting for folks to go look at. And, there's literally 11,000 plus solutions in the market, and now I've shared about 7 with you, or maybe 6. So,
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, Mike. Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking with you. I hope you have a great day.
Yep. Thanks. You too.
Let's shuffle up and show me your tech stack, where every episode is a high stakes reveal of the tools that are aces in our guest book, where chips are down and digital decks are on the table. Are you ready for the best-in-class tech? Let's deal these cards and see what comes up. Who's ready to double down on digital innovation with me?